Today on DoodleDrawArt, we're going to draw Jewel from the movie Rio. So we're going to start off by marking the areas where we'd like for our sketch to appear. So I'm going to just draw an area here for her head and show where her neck will be. And then her body will be here and her feet coming down. And then I'm just going to show where her arm wing is going to be on this side, and it's going to be sticking out to the side like this. And her other wing is going to fill up a good section of this area here, like this. Maybe not quite that far down. Alright, so those are just some sketch lines to get me started so that I know I'm using my paper effectively and not going to run out of space before I get to the bottom of my page. Alright, so here I go. I'm going to start off in the head area, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the beak. So for this beak, I'm going to draw a U shape. So she's looking straight out at us, and so this is the top of her beak. It's going to come like this and just tip out to the side. So then on the other side, we're just going to show how it comes up, and then down in a point, and then an S shape. It's going to come right back up to here. So this is the way a parrot's beak looks when you're looking straight out at it. And then we're going to draw the bottom part of her beak, which is just a curve which meets back up over here. Alright, and now we'll draw her eyes. One eye is going to be in this area here, and the other eye is going to be up a bit higher on this side, because she's got her head tilted just a little bit to the side. If you see that her beak is not straight like this, it's more a little bit on an angle. So we're going to draw first this eye. We'll draw the dark pupil peeking out, and we'll draw the color of her eye around it. And then we're just going to draw out past a little bit. This is going to be actually the edge of her face. So now we're going to see her eyelashes coming along from here and her eyelid meeting in at the side of her beak like this. And then we'll just see a little bit of the part underneath her eye, and we're going to have her cheek coming through like this. Alright, so her head's actually going to come just up over the beak like here, and it's going to make its way continuing over towards the side here. Now we're going to have her other eye, and I'm just going to draw a line coming down here. That's a line from the color of her feathers. They're lighter blue in that spot. So now we're actually going to see this eye a little bit more. So we're going to start down here, right in this little curve of her beak, and we're going to draw sort of a U upside down, or a rainbow. We're going to go up to here and then out a little further. This is going to give her head a bit of shape. And then we're going to draw the inside of her eye, and it's going to meet up right out here. So we're just going to come back into the same point and draw out towards that line. Now we're going to put in her eyelashes on this side. Make her look pretty. And then we're going to draw the bottom of her eye. So from the same point here, I'm just going to draw her bottom eyelid. So it heads out this way and then down, and it makes like a little triangle here. So now we can finish her eye with just a nice little curve coming down to close this off. And we'll fill in the inside. So she's looking right at us. We're not going to see the inside of her, the color of her eye. We're just going to see the outside edge. So just draw this little curve here. And then we're going to fill in really big pupil area right here. This will be black, except for a little sparkly corner right there. Alright, so now we're going to keep on working on her face. We've got her beak here, and her cheek is going to come out. It's going to color that. It looks a little evil when it's not colored in. Alright, that's better. Okay, so her beak comes down to here, and her cheek, it actually comes out a little further at this spot here, and then it's going to come in again to her neck, making its way down like this. So from under her eye, we're going to head out, and then we're going to curve into here. That was a little too much, so let's make it more gentle. That's the great thing about working with pencil. You can always change things as you go. Alright, so that's the top, that's her whole head. We're going to add a flower over here in a minute, but for now we're going to move on and work on her body. So what we're going to do is we're going to think about her actual body shape, and it's going to come from legs that are down here, and it's going to be just a big curve that kind of goes like this and connects back in. But we're not going to actually see this part here. This is inside her body. This is going to be connected. So we're going to draw an arm that's going to go out like this and then sit on her hip with some feathers that come out this way. So now what we'll do is we'll just draw the outside of that arm. So we're going to go over her shoulder and then down towards her elbow and then curve in. But I'm going to draw feathers as I curve in here. And the same thing on the inside of her arm. We're going to draw the line that comes down a little bit, and then we're going to draw the inside of her arm meeting up with this. So now I have extra lines. I'm going to erase them. This middle line and these guys here. But now I know where to put her feathers. So she's got her hand pointing out this way, so these feathers are just going to follow in that general shape. And then she's got a big wing, so we're going to bring out some bigger feathers in this direction here. So there it is, sticking out to the side. Okay, so now we've got her body still coming under here, and her leg is going to end right about there. So now we're going to draw her chest coming down from this side and heading towards this leg here. So just a gentle curve, and it's a bit feathery as well. And then we're going to move over here and bring her neck down just a little, and we're going to start to draw this great big wing that she's got held in front of her. So the wing is going to come out to the side this way, and then it's going to come all the way down until it's pretty much here. So we're just going to bring this curved line around down like this. And we're going to start off by drawing the small feathers just in here. And then we'll draw some little bit bigger feathers, making their way back in. And then we'll draw some more, another row of feathers. And then we'll finally get to these long-ended feathers that are so pretty. Just add some feathery details here. Now this one's going to point out more towards her other side, just a big curving feather shape. And one that points more down. And then one that's pointing right towards her feet. And another one, same thing. And another one, same thing. And we might just see another little row down here that's coming from the back. So this one's going to stop here, so we'll still see her belly. And then this is where her back leg is coming from. So we're not really going to see her back leg, we're just going to see her toes. So we're going to come out and make her little talons and her toe and another talon and a toe coming in from behind here. Talon and a toe. And then we'll do the same on this side. We'll draw one little toe there, and then her big toes on this side, long over and through. And it's like chubby on the bottom. Okay, so we have all of the lines for her body drawn now, and we're just going to think about, we didn't quite, we want to finish this off, right? We just want to think about her flower now that she's got up in her hair, and we're just going to make a pretty little flower. Let's see, we'll put like a little lily petal over here, and another bigger petal over here, another one this way. And then we'll have some in the back sticking out. And since it's a lily, it's got some of these stamens and pistils sticking out from the side. Alright, so those are all of the lines that I need to draw a jewel. And I can now go ahead and refine some of these with little feathery details. And I can also go over all of this with my Sharpie. Alright, so I'll just add some details here, some feather points, and I think I'm ready to go. So I'm going to use fine point and regular thickness, and I'll do this in time lapse. Okay, so I've got all my lines drawn now and I'm ready to erase. Okay, we're all set to color in our picture of Jewel, and I'm going to use crayon for this because I always like to use crayon. And I'm going to use some blues for her feathers, and I'm going to use black and some gray for her beak and her feet, and these nice pinks for her flower. Okay, I'm all set. I'll do this in time lapse as well. Alright, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed watching me draw Jewel today, and I hope you drew her too. And if you'd like to find me on Instagram, I'm at DoodleDrawArt, and I would love it if you draw some characters from Rio, if you would post them on Instagram and tag me so I can see them too. You can also find me on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Pinterest. Thanks for watching.